Hello everyone, welcome to a ABA video. Today we're going to be talking about some of the character rosters and what could be added to the game. Just because I know some of you are curious about this, so this is like my opinion of who they could add. I'm not going to go through everyone, just going to do a certain amount, but here we go. So first up, I'm going to start top to bottom. In the One Piece category, we see that we have a shadow outline for Usopp. Looks like pre-time skip. I'm not too sure if they would do post or pre because, take another 2 slots for them, just like how Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji have that. That would be taking up a little bit too much space. I think that they would be using 1 slot for him, and it would be like LOL, where you can have pre-time skip skins and post-time skip skins. And I think it'd actually be a really cool character. Of course, he's going to be fully ranged, but I think he would have a cool attack, like maybe some like trap, some that deal damage over time, because he uses a lot of plants and explosions and stuff like that. Something I wish we would hope he has is that he's gonna have the hot sauce star explosion attack, where it makes hot sauce go all over their eyes. But yeah, that's one character I think that could be added or will be added, and that's where I think he would have those kind of attacks. I'm not even too sure what I could say for his awakening, but based on price-wise of how much it would cost, I think I would maybe put him around the price of like maybe like 1,000 to 1,500, depending on how good he is. And then as for the Dragon Ball, I think they could add Cell, maybe basic Cell that become or perfect Cell that becomes like surged perfect Cell, or maybe Majin Buu, Evil Buu that is, or maybe even like Beerus or something like that. Something would be really cool to have a villain, because we have Broly, we have Goku Black, but those are only game passes. So if you don't have any Robux for game passes, you really can't play them, and there's no other villain. And I'm not gonna count Majin Vegeta. Now, I'm sorry guys, but as for Naruto and Bleach, I have not watched those animes yet. I do know quite a bit about it, but I would do a video later on of what they could add. Down to My Hero Academia, I think that they could add most likely, what's her name? The Frog Girl or Momo, maybe even One for All. That'd be something really cool. Automata with his decay. Something more of a villain, because right now we only have heroes. Each and every character we have is a hero, so I would really like to see a villain come up from My Hero roster. Then next we have the JoJo page. I'm not going to go over this too much because we did just get Kira in the previous update. And Kira is a very good character in my opinion. I do like him a lot. He has good AoE attacks and explosions. But a character that I think they could add that is popular is maybe Jonathan or Johnny Joestar from Part 7 Steel Ball Run. And you can only use Tusk Act 1, 2, and 3 when you're not awakened. And then when you do awaken, you can use Tusk Act 4. And maybe he'll have like not like a beatdown like Golden Sphinx Requiem, because that beatdown is meant for awakening waster. But like a beatdown kind of like, I'm actually not sure. But you guys know what I mean. Something that's quick and does like decent damage, maybe around like 30 to 40. You can maybe use it like 3 times within the awakening limit, maybe 2 or 3 times. Also, we're going to go past Hunter x Hunter today as well. For the miscellaneous, I can't really say too much. I do wish that Demon Slayer would get their own roster, because yeah, it's going to be sword fighters. We already have a lot of sword fighters, but it would be cool to have Zenitsu, Inosuke, Nezuko, even though they may not add Nezuko because Nezuko is a legendary skin for Chica, but it's still on the table. But it would be cool to see Rengoku, all of them, I forgot his name, the water one. I'm sorry guys, I forgot that, but it would just be really cool to see more Demon Slayer characters, especially demons as well. Like Akaza. Saitama, yeah, it's not Saitama doesn't have his own slot, and for being One Punch Man, such a big anime, I think he should have his own slot. I mean, he is like three characters in one. I mean, I don't know, I haven't watched One Punch Man, but um, I think he should get a roster because I'm sure there's a few characters that they could add to it. Yu Yu, I don't really know that well either, and I'm sorry guys for not knowing too many of these. Fate just got an update, so I'm not even going to go over that too much because this guy is very annoying. But I love the game, it is what it is. So we're going to continue on to the next page, which is Fairy Tail. Now Fairy Tail, I'm not too sure who they could add. I know there's going to be quite a lot that they could. But most of these shows here I don't know too much of. I know I don't know too many of anything, but it is what it is. To Aru, I see that they do have a character slot that is shadowed, so we can be prepared for something to come out there as well, just like Usopp. Jujutsu Kaisen, I only just started it, so I'm not really too sure who they could add to that as well. I'm sure there are plenty of characters that you guys know that they could add, and it would be really cool to the game. But unfortunately, I can't help you there yet. But in the next video, for sure, or one of the next ones for ABA, I will have more information on them. And then for the next, this is just a prestige. We've seen Goten and Trunks here for the longest time. They are meant for those who don't know. This is the prestige, so when you hit the highest level in the game, which is 100, and you become, instead of Ultra Elite, you become just X. And you're supposed to be able to unlock this, but unfortunately, it is not available. They were thinking about working on it. I'm not too sure what the news is now, but that's something else that we can look forward to one day, even though it's been a shadow for the longest time. But yeah, so I think overall there's still a lot of more characters to add. Of course, you know, like I said, Naruto actually has one black square that's a little bit like chipped on the edge, I should say. So maybe they are going to be adding something else to Naruto too. That would be really cool. But I think something for the next update for characters that they should add. My Hero definitely needs one because My Hero Academia has not gotten a character since Lemillion, and that was quite a long time ago. I think Bleach might have gotten one recently. Naruto got Might Guy. One Piece, yeah, they did get Kizaru and Akainu, but that was kind of a while ago, so they could use another character, and that's what I'm saying, Usopp. Something else I would like to see in One Piece would be maybe like Blackbeard or Boa Hancock, or maybe, well, Sabo's already technically Ace, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. But you know, more characters, maybe one of the Yonkos besides Shanks and Whitebeard, like Big Mom or Kaido. Maybe even a warlord of the sea besides Law. You know, maybe we can get Mihawk or Jinbei in this, even though he's a former warlord. But something else to One Piece would be really cool, something a little bit different. That's kind of why I wanted Usopp, because most of the characters in this game are melee fighters, but I would really like to see a ranged only fighter, you know? So that's basically that, but like I said, with also Dragon Ball, I would like to see some more future characters to come, meaning like Cell or Boo, or maybe even something from the new movie that's coming out in next year. But we'll have to see what they're gonna do. You know, every update that ABA does, it's always spot on. The character is polished, the character plays well, and they usually plays, you know, pretty good, and you have a fun time with the characters they add and how they add them into certain attacks. But like I said, with JoJo, besides Johnny Joestar, you know, maybe they could add Diego. Maybe they could add Cars. Cars would be a really cool one, and then when you awaken, you can get Ultimate Life Form. Maybe like Polnareff, because you know, if you get Polnareff, you can use his awakening and get Silver Chariot Requiem, which to me would be quite a lot of fun, because you know, you would be able to put people to sleep, and I'm sure it would be like a big dome. But yeah, something like that would be cool. Maybe, I don't know, maybe, I mean, we can't do Okuyasu because Okuyasu is Josuke's, like, his second attack, the pull slash grab attack. Um, but definitely something. Maybe like another side character or main character or main villain, because you know it would be really cool to have that. Because so far we have the villain from part one, which well technically part one because we have Dio who has his skin from part one. Part two we do not have cars, but that would be also really cool to have. Part three we got Dio. Part four we got Yoshikage Kira. Part five we have Diavolo. And in my opinion, guys, I think Diavolo could use a rework because his attacks are not bad, and I get that Doppio is like his what you call it, like second personality in a way, and he isn't full King Crimson. You know, King Crimson's hiding inside of him basically. But Bostu, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but you know, it takes a while, and people like to target you just like All Might. Epitaph is pretty good. Erasure is pretty good, but I kind of wish it had more of an attack at the end of it. Smack is pretty good, but sometimes hard to hit in my opinion. And then the awakening of King Crimson Doppio to Diavolo is also pretty good, but maybe just polish it a very little bit, but that's about it. And that's gonna bring me actually to All Might here. Now, I love this one, the Johnny Bravo skin, but as you see, I get it, All Might is sick and old-ish when he is in his form. So, or not his form. So I get it that he only has two buttons. One is a very weak attack, and one is to cough blood. That's okay, you can leave it at that, but the only thing is I wish that AVA would go back to the way it was, where All Might, you know, you would lose health, you would cough blood, and then you would awaken, and you would get your health back. Unfortunately, you don't get your health back, and I kind of get it because All Might is a very easy character to insta-kill somebody with a huge combo. But, you know, there's a lot of characters like that now in this game, so I think maybe he should get a buff in his health-wise, you know, just let him regen some of it. Maybe it doesn't have to have as much, like say if the maximum is 100 health, you know, maybe just let him recharge all his health, but get like, you know, 90 or so. But that's just my opinion, guys, but I'm going to go ahead and leave the video off there. I hope you all did enjoy this. I know it's kind of a quick, rambunctious overview of the rosters, but I promise you, when new characters come out, I will be the very first one to take a video and record it, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you all. Bye-bye.